Okay, Miss Monsters, welcome to Cridler Gaming. Today we are playing Spellbreak and we've got a massive tip on how to win the match. So we've won 13 out of the last 16 solo. So got most of the wins. The other three, I was also in the top 3, 4, 5, sort of like that. So follow this and get yourself a win. So the first tip, I think console is the one to win easily on at the moment. PC's always been difficult. And secondly, if you are playing on Xbox, make sure everyone else is on Xbox and take off cross-enabled, because then you won't be playing the PC people. Two small tips, but I think they do help. So I'm going to play on here, and I'm going to be the stone guy because I'm on 19 and I'm nearly on 20. It doesn't really matter what talent you use, but don't use Vital Stone. That's the only one I'd recommend not using, because if you get got doing it this way, then you're not going to get very far anyway. So I use Vigour and Fortitude. One gives you more health and one gives you a little barrier, and Recklessness is just the default, which because it's 1 point. So let's start a match. Now there's not many people in the match so far. There's only 3 people there on the right hand side. Now whether it merges this with another 3 and another 3 and another 3 into one game, I don't know. But because they've made the bots in the match so much more difficult, it doesn't really matter how many people are in your lobby. However, the bots do not know this tactic, so this will give you a massive advantage. So what I want to do really is I want to go to a place I know with lots of good stuff to start with. So I'm always going to go to Arena of Elders. Sometimes the portals don't help, but what I'm going to do is pop here, and then I'm going to get loads of decent stuff, or as much stuff as I want. I'm using stone, so I like stone and fire, and Arena of Elders is one of each gauntlet, so I'm going to pick up the fire. And then once I've got there, I'm going to go to the Aegis tower, get the buff, and then see what happens. Now the reason I'm not going straight to the tower, you can actually see there on the right hand side, you see the big shiny thing there, that is the tower. If you're going to go straight there, you'll either find other people, or when you actually take the buff from the tower, you don't actually have any gauntlets on, so you don't get the extra sort of power-ups that it gives you. So I'm always going to come here first, you know, just like a normal game, ignoring the tactics. You know, you might end up in a small battle in here, then that's just a bit of potluck. I want to take fire. There's always one of each. Look, there's one of each gauntlet in here, so with stone I'll take fire. So I've got 2 gauntlets on now. What I could do with really now is the flight gauntlet, or some sort of gauntlet that gives me decent movability. It doesn't matter if I have one or not. So part 1 is just to land and grab a load of stuff. Part 2 will be get the buff, and then part 3 will be grab as much health, shields as you possibly can, because with the way that the game's stacked up after the buff, you can just heal and heal and heal. Don't be scared if you've run out a bit of health to run away and heal up. That is one of the ways to win on this game. Now, I don't have a massive acceleration, but what I'm going to do now, I'm at the Arena of Elders, so I'm going to go to this Whitgrave. If you just look underneath Whitgrave, we've got this little circle here, pop a marker there. We're going to head there and look for the tower. If the tower is already taken, then there's one in the circle down here anyway. But so I always go to Arena of Elders and then head off to where my marker is here. I mean, I don't have a great flight on, but I'm just going to pop over there. So as you're running up to it, you'll be able to see if it's been taken or not. You can see that it hasn't been taken, which is a good sign. You can see there's that just to the left. You can see this nice big shiny thing going up into the sky. Now this is an Aegis tower, and it gives you absolutely tons and tons of health. Now we don't even have a belt or an amulet on yet. That trip to the Elders wasn't the best one we've ever done. Usually you get a lot more good stuff than that, but I think with recording and trying to get a move on, I didn't spend as much time as I usually do there. Right, so now look at my health, 225 and 120 shield, and that's even without any buff. But more importantly, as you can see, I have 6 fire and 6 stone. Now I love fire and stone because you can put a fire out like that and then just blow stone through it. Stone going through the fire gives so much more damage to the opponent on the other side. Just need to hit them a few times, didn't take too long. Now there's 2 main tactics to do now. There's a defensive one, which is just hang around here and not actually do anything, and when the storm comes in, jump in one of those triangles or rifts as late as possible, and then that will take you into the middle circle. That'll give you lots of XP and you can stay out of trouble. The other way, which is the way I'm going to play it because I want the XP, is just to try and get as many people as I can. Right, so it's just the last one here now. So it's so easy with all this power and health. Just put fire down and just blast through it. Sometimes they move around, but well, there they are just below me. I've got so many stone things. It's always nice to find a legendary one as well. Oh, I've still got my armour. So I've run out of armour after a couple of battles, but can I get the 5th guy? Come on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh, oh, he's dying, he's dying, he's dying. It's close. Come here, cheeky. Oh, even standing your lightning while you get it. Right, one more hit. Fire. Blast him. Right, super duper. So there we go then. Nice victory to finish it off. 5 people, 931 damage. It works. Alright, so we've got our stone guy up to 20. Here we go. Nice. The next one I want to do is Frost, just because I like the way it goes. This is a good emote. Can't seem to do it in the lobby though. Hence the pause. Try again. No button to press to say yes. Oh, there's a glitch. Can't do it in the lobby. Oh well. You're on solo anyway, so it didn't make much sense to do it. Now while I'm on, just because I know that chapter 1 is coming to an end, I just want to have a look at my stats and record it for prosperity and all that. So I've got up to level 35, I've got 944 exiles, 315 solo matches, the KDA 1.68, so not too bad. That was really low to start with. If you think there's only 42 in a match, so if you're comparing it to games like Fortnite or other games with 100 people, and you've got to multiply it by 2.5, so 1.6 times 2.5 is pretty much 4, isn't it? So 4 per match, that's pretty good. Stone Shaper's now nipped to the top. That's a bit cheeky. So there's our 14 solo wins. All of them have come by using this tactic pretty much, or at least 12 of them, I'm pretty sure about that. 3.2 KDA on that, so double and a half of that, you're up to 7, so that's pretty good going. 14 solo wins. Toxicologist I think is about the same, so 14 more wins there, but a lot more matches. Just played Toxic a lot. I'll be playing Stone now, even though I didn't really like it that much. Frostborn is next. 1 solo wins, that's 25. Pyromancer, 2 more, 27. Wind, 29. Conduit, 35 matches I've won on solo, so go and look at the total matches. 35 in 315, that's about, well, it's 1 in 9, isn't it? So there we go. That's my stats for chapter 1. Really enjoyed it. I think they're really going to buff this Aegis stuff, because as you can see, you just win and win and win. So give it a go. Just to recap, go to a place with loads of stuff, or you can go straight to the tower if you really must, but go to a place with lots of stuff, then go to the tower. That'll give you the extra sort of power-ups that you need, then just go and beat the rest. Dead easy really, and when you've got nearly 400 health, it's so much easier, and especially when there's bots in the game which never have more than 150, 200, and even though they can be lethal, you've got twice their health, so you're going to get them. So well done. I'll see you in the next video. That was great stuff. Bye.